Hi, I'm Tati, a professional pastry chef, and today we'll attempt to make homemade Marroquins. The Marroquin is a favorite treat of most Argentinians. Who doesn't purchase a Marroquin when strolling past a kiosk? Today we will attempt to duplicate them. It's a mix of chocolate with peanuts from the Felford Company, historic. We'll closely examine them to determine how to replicate them. Well, first we're going to measure them. The 3x3 items are 2 cm tall. It's indicated as 14 grams, but they're actually 15 grams. Checking ingredients for our recreation: sugar, roasted peanuts, whole milk powder, cocoa mass, emulsifiers with peanuts, milk, and soy derivatives. Typical components we've seen before. They're chocolate and peanuts with 3 layers, the top, bottom identical, and a unique middle layer. The chocolate has a 0.5 centimeter bottom layer, a 1 centimeter middle layer, and another 0.5 centimeter top layer, totaling 2 centimeters. We're now going to cut and taste each layer separately. It appears to be milk chocolate with a unique taste, as if mixed with peanuts. Let's now try the one in the middle. It has another little taste, like sweet, which seems to be white chocolate. So there'll be 2 chocolate types, milk and white, with peanuts in both. The challenge is ensuring the neatness of layers and achieving the distinctive peanut taste of the Marroc. Before starting, let's check with the Umami team. Nico, do you enjoy Marroc?
It's my favorite ice cream flavor, but I don't usually eat it as a candy, but I'm a big fan.
What's essential in the Marroc?
You can add some crunch, right?
You're challenging us there?
I'm unsure. Maybe it's a success where in the mouth the chocolate and peanut butter are located. I want a Swiss chocolate costing $10,000 per kilogram. No, just kidding.
For me, they're among the top 5 best candies. What it absolutely must have is that peanut butter flavor it has. A few candies in Argentina have it.
What characterizes it?
Exactly, I definitely need it.
Sol, what's essential to have in Marroc?
Even before trying it, for me the key to the Marroc is the size. It's the perfect size. For me, that's key. I would really respect the size, and also in height and everything. I'm looking for something sweet, yet not overly so. There is something that can be played to balance the taste a little more, which would be great. I love the Marroquin.
I prefer it less industrial, right? Like I don't have more homemade, so to speak.
A Moroccan with affection. Let's begin with the outer milk chocolate layer. We'll begin melting 200 grams of chocolate. We're going to put it in a water bath to melt the chocolate. Don't let the bowl touch the water. To make our peanut butter different and balance the flavors, we're going to use half salted peanuts and half unsalted peanuts. We're going to use 300 grams, so we're going to put 150 of each. So we're going to process the peanuts. There are 2 ways to make peanut butter. You can add oil to make it more spreadable, and also sugar and a little bit of salt. We won't do that as we've already added the salted peanuts. Otherwise, we'd process all peanuts until they release oil and become pasty. There we see how it's being made. The oil is starting to separate. We're going to grab a spoon. And there you can see how the texture is changing and becoming more pasty. With a little bit more that we give it, we will have it. We're going to move it to a bowl so we can divide it between the 2 chocolates later.
As we had discovered, both layers of chocolate have peanuts.
We'll divide what we've prepared between the 2 chocolates. Let's see if the milk chocolate is ready. We almost have it. Since the milk chocolate has 2 parts, the top and the bottom, we're going to add 200 of peanuts, and to the white chocolate, we're going to add 100. Here we already have the milk chocolate, to which we're going to add 200 of peanut butter, since we're going to put a little less in the white one. This way we achieve the characteristic color of the Marroco. We're going to weigh now the amount we're putting in. We said 200 grams. I'm going to add little by little so we don't go over. Let's mix it. This needs to be well integrated. And well, we have to put it on a mold. What we did was prepare a pudding mold that we all have in our homes. We put cling film on the base, and now we have to divide this into 2 parts. Since it goes below and above, we are going to try to achieve that. It measures 0.5 centimeter like the original clay. We divide. We spread well, and now we take this to the freezer while we prepare the white chocolate. We are going to move on to the middle layer. We are going to weigh the white chocolate. For the middle layer, we are going to use 100 grams of chocolate. We put it while we have the other part that is cooling. Well, here the chocolate we already have it melted, so now we are going to join it with the peanut paste. There we go, mixing that it unifies well. Now we are going to try it to see how it turned out with the salty peanut. So we put our imprint on this marrow. It already took the color of the middle. Let's see, we are going to try a little bit. Although it turned out different with the salty peanut, we are going to add a little more salt to give it a twist, and once we have it, we are going to go look for the part that was in the freezer to put it on as seen in the bottom layer, and in this one that we are going to add now, which is the middle one. It looks lumpy, right? It's because we made homemade peanut paste and didn't add any oil. This will provide the crunchy texture Nicolas requested. Let's check the progress. Let's spread it out well. Once we have it, we send it back to the cold to then put the last layer on. Remember, we'll apply it 1/2 centimeter thick. And, well, once we spread it out, we take it back to the coal before unmolding. And since it's already hardened in the freezer, we're going to unmold and cut it. We're going to remove the edges, which are kind of rounded, so we try to make it as exact as possible. We're going to measure to make it exact. We're going to make a little mark here at 3 centimeters and at 6. We leveled it here, but it evidently became broader. I think we missed the 1/2 centimeter and the centimeter, but well, let's aim for the flavor. Now we're going to cut them. Here we have our homemade mallet. Clearly we failed in the measurements, but let's see how it tastes. I assert it's tastier. The saltiness is perfect. Less sweet and pasty than the original. The peanut flavor is more pronounced as we didn't add oil during processing, giving it a unique twist. Let's see the Umami team's response. Here are both samples. We messed up the size. If you look closely, you'll see our mistake in the peanuts texture. They're chopped in one and smooth in another. I would say it's double or triple the size of the original, but well, so you won't be left wanting.
Good thing I said this was the perfect size. It can fail like a small bite. Let's see, we're going to see. No, it's great. I appreciate that it's not as sweet. It's like peanut butter fudge, but the chocolate makes it better. It's pleasant, not cloying. Maybe this is the perfect size because it's cloying, but like this, it's perfect. Well, Nico, let's see what you tell me.
This is your version and this is my version.
Yes, that's the...
This is for me, this is for you.
We considered your comments about the crunchy to see if...
Okay. It looks so nice. Great, right? It doesn't appear so bland to you. So it wasn't the butter, Danny. Delicious. Buy going now.
Hi, Salva. How are you? The new version is noticeably larger and better than the original that you liked, right?
I favor its textured feel and retained peanut butter flavor. The chocolate is improved and doesn't linger in my mouth. Its slight bitterness is appealing and I prefer it to the original. I wonder if they're made with care. They seem promising and I appreciate their crunchiness.
Those are already different from the original and I think it's much better.
Yes, well, your face says it all.
She has a lot of love. Oh, well.
I love it. It's delicious.
It's quite a bit saltier. I love it. I feel like the salt adds a lot. I mean, I always want the salt. I'm going to start throwing salt in my house.
Well, the bigger the Marroc, the more love. It also fills more. It was successful. Tell me what other treat I should make in the comments.